Hello my good people, welcome back to another video. Make sure you like, comment, and leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're liking the video so far. So today, I just wanted to do my top 4, that's 8, 4 favorite movies. And they're my favorite because they kind of mesh with my life, and I can relate to a lot of these movies. So, my top 1 would have to be Glitter with Mariah Carey. I'm going to put up the picture right here of the movie. So, if you guys don't know, here's a little backstory. Mariah Carey, her mother was on drugs, and she got taken away from her mother after her mother didn't try to burn down the house, but she burned down the house. And Mariah was going back to foster care, different foster care families. I fortunately never had to go to foster care, but my aunt did take me in. So from a child, Mariah Carey was trying to find her mother for the longest. And as she got older, she found her mother, and she never stopped trying to find her mother, right? So this movie kind of goes with my life because I always wanted to get close to my mom, and that never happened until I got grown, right? And even now we're still not where we were, but I always wanted my mother. Like, where's my mom? I always question, like, my mom lived right over the bridge, where's she at? So that's kind of what Mariah Carey went through. She just wanted her mother, and she couldn't find her. She never stopped looking. So that movie kind of, you know, makes me cry every time. And I remember as a child, I used to watch it over and over and over again to where the movie stopped. It stopped working. So like every Christmas, I believe, I just asked for that movie. Every Christmas. Number 2 would be Holiday Heart. Again, I'm gonna put the picture up here. Holiday Heart is about a child whose mother is on drugs and alcohol really bad, and a gay man takes them in, and then the mother basically finds a man and just say forget the gay guy who took them in. And again, the child, Nikki, she never stopped searching for her mother. And that's just, again, that's just like with Glitter. Never stopped searching for my mother. I didn't really have to search for her, but she was nowhere around. So I always wanted to get in contact with her. I always wanted to see what she was doing. And she basically was like, you're bothering me. Leave me alone. In so many words. But that movie is just so sad. And then once she was able to connect with her mother again, she ends up dying at the end. Thankfully, my mom's still here. But that movie is sad. If you guys never watched it, please go watch it. That movie is sad. That's another movie I watched over and over and over again. It's a beautiful movie though. My 3rd movie would have to be The Best Man Holiday. The first one. And that movie kind of came out around the time my father passed. And in The Best Man Holiday, I believe the wife's name is Leah. She invited all the friends over for the holidays. She knew she was dying, and the husband knew she was sick, but I don't think he knew the extent of her sickness. And she knew that he was going to need the friends when she passed. So when she did pass, and then they lowered the casket, it just brought back so many memories. Oh, my eyes are getting watery. It just brought back so many memories of when I buried my father, and when I buried my grandmother. And again, it's around the holidays. It just feels, and then when you're with your family, it just feels amazing. And that's what Leah wanted for Morris Chestnut. She wanted him to be surrounded by people that really loved him, because she was no longer there. And That movie touched my heart. That's an amazing, amazing movie. You know, some drama, which is cool, but that movie is dope. I hope you guys watch that movie. It usually comes out around the holidays, like Christmas time. But oh, that movie touches my heart. The last movie would have to be Crooklyn. I'm gonna put that up here as well. Crooklyn is about this black family who is basically in poverty. I mean, we all are, but you know, their lights were being turned off. So this movie is one of my favorite movies because she has, I believe, 3 brothers as well as I do, and she's the only girl. And it's so funny that my dad never lived with me. Oh, I never lived with him at all. But I was a daddy's girl. So when he passed, oh, my whole life shattered. I was a daddy's girl, and he was never around unless I got in trouble. But in the movie Crooklyn, the little girl was so close to her dad. Like, that was her best friend, as well as my father was mine. And I just remember there was also a scene in that movie where the little girl she had a dream, and she pissed in her brother's garbage can. I remember watching that movie so much to where I woke up and did the same exact thing. Like, my brothers were so mad at me. So mad at me. And I was like, well, I seen it on Crooklyn and I had a dream. Where the brothers and her outside playing kickball, and you know, they're throwing dice, and it just reminded me so much of my childhood. Because me and my brothers, I'm the only girl, me and my brothers was playing manhunt, we was jumping fences, kickball, football, you name it. So that movie's amazing. And she ended up living with her grandmother because, like I said, they were struggling. So she ended up having to go with her grandmother. And so crazy, my aunt raised me. It's a different feeling when you're not with your, you know, biological parents, biological mother, and somebody else is raising you. But once she went with the grandmother, her life changed. Like, it was better, it was different. And that's just like my life. Once my aunt got me out of the situation that my mother had put us in, and I know my mother didn't mean it. She was just addicted to drugs and alcohol. So there was no way she could take care of me. And me being the only girl, my aunt was like, no. Picture day came up, my hair was looking crazy. No, ma'am. So my aunt made sure that she picked me up the day before picture day, made sure my hair was done. And after a while, I just started staying with her. And then I lived with her for like 9 years. And she raised me as her own. And I'm 29 and she's still raising me. So I don't fault my mother for nothing that she did. You know, addiction runs deep in my family, and I don't fault her. She did the best that she could. I believe that. So before I start crying like a little baby, those are my top 4 favorite movies of all times. And I hope you guys really watch the movies. Like I said, the movie is Glitter, Holiday Heart, Best Man Holiday, and Crooklyn. Those movies are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember to love on people who love on us, and together this world be a better place.